This program, it is not completed. Still one more is there, login solid. Okay. This login solid we'll see. Say I'll run that program, login, run as, run on server. Next, finish. Here, homepage.html. Say already one user registered data is there. I given. Select star from uinfo. Uinfo table name I given. Okay. 2 users already registered. Say here login. Now registered user data. Submit. You are getting here login solid 404 not found. Because login solid we didn't write. Okay. That is we have tried. Say registration solid is working. Registration support CCC. See, you have registered successfully. Okay. Now you can check here. Third user also registered. Now login. Login if you click login form. Here CCC. When I click submit, welcome should come. But we didn't write login solid. That's the reason error. Now after writing, we can execute. Now right click, new solid. Java package, login, class name, login solid. Okay, login solid. This is our task. We have to receive username, password. We have to click on submit button. Okay, then username, password. Whatever you used, whatever you entered, received, we have to check in the database. If exists, welcome username. Else, invalid username, password. That is our task. See, here package name, login I given, class name, login solid I given, HTTP solid you studied, HTTP solid I selected. Next, here, URL pattern. What is the URL pattern? Login. This is already be written in the HTML file. Login. Next. Here. Now, which type of request coming? Post. Do post required for us. But connection establishment purpose init. Closing purpose destroy. I'll remove do get. Okay. Now, finish. Now, in the login, src main web app login.html. In this HTML, now here password is confidential data. Method equal to what we have tried? Method equal to post. That's what here we have to select. We selected do post. See, init, destroy, do post. Now, according to task, you observe First of all, we have to receive username, password. For receiving username, password, which method you have to call? Last class you studied. Get parameter. Get parameter method in which interface? Last class you studied. Now, first of all, username and password we have to receive. For receiving purpose, methods are given. Get parameter names, get parameter values, get parameter map. Remaining all collections related. One method, get parameter. Get parameter method in which interface? Servlet request. But here we have HTTP servlet request. Can I access? Because HTTP servlet is a sub-interface of servlet request. We can access. What is the return type? String S1 equal to. String S1 equal to. Next, request dot get parameter. Get parameter. Parameter name. Parameter name? Uname. This one must match. Say in login.html. Here, uname, keyword. These two must match. If it is not matched, you will not get it. Uname. Next, string S2 equal to request dot get parameter. Keyword. Okay. After this, say username, password, return. Okay. Now we have to check in the database. If you want to check in the database, first of all, connection establishment record. Connection establishment code where we have to write init method. Init method. Here. What we have to write? Class dot for name. Oracle dot JDBC dot driver dot Oracle driver. Okay. After this, connection con equal to driver manager dot get connection. Now JDBC colon Oracle colon thin colon at localhost colon 1521 XC. Second parameter, system. Next, manager. With this connection established. Now this connection, it will first connection driver manager required. I imported. It is throwing exception. Try catch blocks. Now, this connection reference, is it instance variable or class variable or local variable? What is? Local variable. Can we access in the destroy method and do post method? Then what you have to do? Outside. Connection con. If we don't initialize this connection instance variable, if we don't write, here what will happen? Here connection by default null appears. Here null appears. That exception comes. Null pointer related exception. And even if you don't copy the jar file into lib folder also, same error comes. Okay. Jar file you have to copy into Tomcat lib. Otherwise, go for build path. Anyone you can select. Okay. Now, here connection. Now, this is instance variable or class variable or local variable. How many ways to access? What are those? If I write like this only con, is it valid? It is object I'm not writing, object reference I'm not writing. How it is? This keyword, this dot con. Okay. Now, this connection reference, now you can access in the init method also, service method also, init do post also, destroy also, anywhere. Now, with that connection, we have to check in the database. With that connection, we have to check in the database. To check in the database, one SQL query required. What we have to write? Select query or write. For writing select query, either statement or prepared statement or callable statement required. No? Now, which one required? prepared statement, because username password dynamically coming. Dynamically means prepared statement. Okay. Now prepared statement. What you have to write? Prepared statement PSTMT equal to connection reference dot prepare statement. Okay. We have to write SQL query. Dynamic SQL query we have to write. What we have to write? Select star from uinfo where uname equal to question mark year uname and keyword I written. No, these are not HTML field names. These all year database. That one, this one must match. In HTML also, Sowlet also, database also, same names I given. But if you want HTML Sowlet one type, you can write. Sowlet to database one more type, database one more type also you can write. Say year whatever I given here, year uname keyword. These two must match with HTML. Year these two must match with database field names. Okay. If not matched, also error. Okay. Select a star from uinfo where uname equal to question mark and keyword equal to question mark. Now this is dynamic SQL query. We have to set two question marks. No. How to set? Prepared statement dot set string. First question mark S1. Next set string. Second question mark S2. Which method you have to call? Execute or execute update or execute query? Execute query. What we have tried? Result set rs equal to pstmt dot execute query. Execute query. Okay. pstmt dot execute query. Select a star from uinfo where uname equal to question mark and keyword equal to question mark. See, one day strength is less, one day strength is more. You observe, today's strength is more. But Saturday class strength is very less. Be regular, every class important only. Okay. Now you observe here. Result set. Select a star from uinfo where uname equal to question mark and keyword equal to question mark. Now, if the given username password is exist, then how many records stored in the result set? How many records? Now the query is this one. What is the query we written? Select star from uinfo where uname equal to question mark and keyword equal to question mark. This is our query. Now, one username will pass, one password will pass. Then how many records returns? One record. Given username and password is there, one record return. Given username password is not there, how many records? No records. Okay. Then result set will be like this. How many fields will be there? How many fields? 4 fields. Because star I written. Here star is there, no? So F name, L name, U name, keyword. Now, if the given username password is there, that is totally record written. It is result set. Then how many records will be there? One record. Whenever result set is generated, where is the result set pointer? If I call next method true or false. If I call next method returns true or false? True. And moves the cursor to next record. Suppose given username password does not exist. That means here no data. No data. Then if I call next method, false. Next method, it returns true means record is there. Next method returns false means record is not there. Like that you can find out, no? No. We can write other way also. Counting number of user. One is there. One is there. Record is there. 0 is there. Record is not there. Like that also you can write. Now, here, if rs dot next, that means record is there. Else record is not there. Else record is not there. Okay. If here true means record is there. False means record is not there. Now, our task is if record is there, welcome username. Else invalid username password. Now, this welcome username is a response. Invalid username password is a response. To send response, one stream you have to create, no? Which stream? Print writer. Now, if I create print writer inside the if, can I access in the else? No, because block variable. That's what you write outside. Print writer. PW equal to response dot get writer. So now this PW you can access inside the if also, inside the else also. But if you create inside the if, can you access inside the else? No, that is block variable. Now this is local variable. Little difference is there, no? Block variable, local variable. So this is local variable. Inside the method you can access. Do post. Entire do post. Now here pw.println welcome username. Username stored in S1. Welcome S1. Else invalid username or password. On message. Invalid username or password. Here welcome username. Invalid username or password. Okay. Now for this one, if you want to add HTML, if you write HTML here, that HTML only for welcome. If you write here, that is only for invalid. But before if, you can write HTML. After else, you can close. Opening before if. After else, closing. Then it is applicable for both, no? That's what I'll write like that. pw.println HTML body BG color. Okay. Level 1 heading. Center. Okay, center leave it. Level 1 heading. Now, this is opening. After else, closing. Okay, after else, closing. H1 close, body close, HTML close. Now you observe here HTML open, body open, background color yellow, text color blue, level 1 heading. Okay. Now here H1 closed, body closed, HTML closed. Now it is opened, it is closed. In between either this or this inserted. This HTML applicable for welcome also, invalid also. Suppose this HTML code if you write inside the if, that is not applicable for invalid. That is the reason I written outside. Okay. Now it will receive username, password, it will check in the database. It's over. We have to close the connection. Where we have tried destroy. First the errors coming now. Now these all Control Shift O. Print writer imported. Here Alt Shift Z. Okay, today I'll teach shortcut keys. Now this one do post. Okay. Now destroy. Here what we have tried? Connection dot close. Okay. Now over. Okay. This is login solid. Now you observe Right click, run as, run on server, save, save. See, here, homepage.html, already registered, login, username, triple A, password, triple A, submit. Now, it is actually, I changed browse get method to post method. No, that is browser not recognized. Still, it is coming get type. That's what method not allowed. It's an error. Now I'll change the browser. Browser immediately it cannot recognize sometimes. I'll change the browser. Run on server. Now homepage.html. Login. Triple A. Triple A. Submit. Say welcome triple A. Okay. Back. Wrong password. Invalid username password. Another user. Triple B. Welcome triple B. Back. Wrong password. Invalid username password. Another user. Invalid username password. Okay. Now this is login solid. You write this one. Login solid.java. Write this program. Login solid.java. Which one? Solid package you are asking. That is solid config purpose required. Yeah, instead of annotation, here XML is there. Web.xml. Annotation you can write if you want. But you have to remove XML configuration. Any one only required. Two, if you write, error comes. Either annotation or XML. Any one. We should not write both. Importing packages are over. Yeah, I'll explain. Not welcome file. I didn't explain. Welcome file, load on startup, initialization parameter, context, so many are there. Not completed. Yes, I didn't teach still. I'll teach. Welcome files are there, initialization parameters are there, context parameters are there, load on startup is there. Many are there, not completed. Online students, your doubts, end of the session, I'll clarify. Listen. See, until completion of courses, no need to sit in Amirpet. You can start attending interviews. Parallelly, you can attend interviews. Sometimes with only core Java knowledge also, you'll get a jobs. With only core Java knowledge also, you'll get a jobs. Chances are there. No need to wait until completion of courses. Parallelly attend interviews, parallelly learn. Okay. Sometimes code with only core Java knowledge also will get a jobs. Parallelly attend interviews, parallelly learn. At a time, both you do it. Is it over? Init method. Up to init method, catch block is over. Catch block also completed. Destroy. Up to init method, I close it. Init method over no. Online students, end of the session, I'll clarify your doubts. Not completed. Before catch block. Still before catch block is there. This one. You make it fast. All people destroy also completed. Here by default protected is there. Okay, they given protected in superclass. Can I write public here? Yes. Superclass protected is there. Subclass protected valid. Public valid. Not all. If the given record is there, result set returns one record. the given username password is there. Not there, no records. That's what next method if we call, true means record is there. Not there, false. Like that you can write. Which type of request is coming to the solid? Post. So we have to handle only post type requests. That's what we overridden. Do post method. Okay. Is it over? Now I'll ask some questions. Give me answer. First request comes to the solid. First request. Whenever first request comes, what will happen? First login solid object created. Okay. First login solid object created. After whenever object is created, instance variable memory allocated. Okay. Next init method called. Init method called. Next service method called. Here we have any service method. Then superclass. It will check service method. That service method calls non-lifecycle service. That service method calls do post. This is called. Okay. Once again, whenever first request comes to login solid, first what will happen? Login solid object created. Then memory allocated to connection instance variable. Next, init method called. After calling init method, lifecycle service. Any lifecycle service is there? Where it is? That is called. That lifecycle service, what it will do? Non-lifecycle service. What that will do? Checks the request type. Which type of request? Then this is called. Like this, it is executed. Okay. When second request comes, what will happen? Again, lifecycle service in HDB solid. That will call non-lifecycle service. That will call like that. When this is going to be executed? Whenever application undeployed or server shuts down in that situation. Okay. Now, here already XML file generated. That's what I didn't write annotation. Either write annotation or write XML. But both are there. Server will not start. Error comes. Okay. Either write annotation or web.xml. Any one only you can write. Both are there in your program. Error comes. Okay. That is you take care. Is it clear about this application? This application completed. Okay. Now, say one HTML, 3 HTML programs. Homepage.html, login.html, org.html. 3 HTML programs. 2 solids. In both the solids, I written SQL code also. SQL code passed to database. I written HTML code also. That HTML code passed to browser. So, registration solid and login solid. Both the places We written HTML, Java, SQL, 3 languages. HTML passed to browser, SQL passed to database, and a Solid code executed in server. JDBC also server. SQL only passed. So HTML, SQL, Java, 3 language code is there. 3 languages. Okay. Now here XML also generated. See, you can see here, right? Double click, src, main, web app, webnf, web.xml. Here, you observe it is registration solid configuration, login solid configuration. 2 solids configuration is there. You can delete here. There you can write annotation like that possible. What you can do here, add web solid login. Then you have to import the one more package. What you have to write? Solid dot annotation dot star. So these 2 lines, if you attach, you can remove XML configuration. But don't write both. Don't write both. If you write both, server will not start. But what is the problem also, you will not understand. Actually, that is a problem. Annotation. But it will not show. Because of annotation, it will not start like that. It is not showing. Other error coming, you observe. Okay. That's what. Either write annotation or write XML. Any one. Is it clear? Now I'll teach Eclipse shortcut keys. After that, next concept I'll start. Now, shortcut keys. Note down. There are so many shortcut keys. Very regular usage shortcut keys will learn. Okay. Now, Eclipse shortcut keys. First one. Eclipse shortcut keys. You observe here login solid.java open, login.html open, HTTP equal this browser open, web.xml open. Now in editors, 4 applications open. Okay. Present, which one is opened here? Active, web.xml. Only that one if you want to close. Control W. Now to close current editor, current window, that is editor. To close current window, editor. Control W. Control W. Okay. We'll write like this only, but don't press plus symbol. Okay. We'll write like that only. Control W. Control W at a time, that meaning. But control plus W, if you type, control plus also one shortcut key is there. That is font size will increase. So control W. Control W at a time you have to press. Say 4 windows open, 1 window closed, you observe. Okay. These remaining 3 windows, if you want to close at a time, Control Shift W, all closed. Okay. Now to close all windows, nothing but editors only. Editors. Control plus Shift plus W. To close current window, Control W. To close all windows, editors, Control Shift W. Is it over? Say here homepage.html opened, login.html opened, registration.html opened. If I press Control W, one window closed. If I press Control Shift W, all closed. Okay. Now, here in this year, suppose in Project Explorer, so many projects are there. In a Project Explorer, so many projects are there, but you are searching for login solid.java. That is you want. That is where it is also you don't know. Suppose you want to open Control Shift R. That is to search resource. Write it. To open resource. To open resource, Control plus Shift plus R. Control Shift R. Then type resource name. Type resource name. Example login solid.java. Control Shift R. Then type resource name. Then type resource name. Example login solid.java. So there are so many projects, but you are searching for login solid.java. Then Control Shift R. After that, type whatever resource you want. Is it over? To open resource, Control Shift R. Then type resource name. Example login solid.java. Whatever you want, you can type. I written login solid.java. To open resource. Say Control Shift R. Suppose web.xml. Then it is showing how many web.xml. See 5. Here path it shows. In which one web.xml you want, it will show. Then select. Okay. Now just a Control Shift R. Control Shift R. Then type. Suppose web.xml you want. There are 5 web.xmls. In login project also is there. Basics also, first also, second also, servers also. Which one record you select? That will be open. If more than one is there. More than one is there, like this comes. Okay. Even if while typing also you observe. Login folder coming, login.html coming. Alphabetical order. Whatever you type, that is coming. Based on that also you can search. So R. See reg.html registration solid. With alphabet it is showing. Okay. Like that you can search. You can open. Suppose this invalid username password you want to convert into capital letters. Control Shift X. You want to small letters. Control Shift Y. Write it. To convert uppercase letters. Select the text and press Control Shift X. To convert lowercase letters. Select the text and press Control Shift Y. To increase the font size, control plus plus. One place only, control plus. To decrease the font size. Control minus. To convert uppercase letters, select the text and press Control Shift X. To convert lowercase letters, select the text and press Control Shift Y. To increase the font size, Control plus. To decrease the font size, Control minus. Is it over? To increase the font size, Control plus. To decrease the font size, Control minus. See here. Control minus. Okay. Control plus. This is Control minus. Font size increasing, decreasing. Okay. Here uppercase, lowercase, Control Shift X, Control Shift Y. Okay, like this. Like this. These all what will happen. If you use, you'll remember. If you don't use, you'll forget. Okay. If you use every day while writing, then only you can remember. Otherwise, you'll forget. That will happen. Okay. Next. Suppose this code, if you want to write as a comment, okay, Control slash, that will become comment, single line comment. To make a single line comment, select the text, then press Control /. To make multi-line comment. Select the text and press Control plus Shift plus slash. 1 minute, I'll check it. Say multi-line. Okay, more than one line. Multi-line comment and single line comment, Control slash, single line. Multi-line comment is Control Shift slash, multi-line, star slash star star slash. Okay. Write this one. To organize import statements. To organize import statement, Control Shift O. Here organize nothing but unnecessary imports removed and whatever required added. Both will be done. Whatever required added If unnecessary import is there, that is removed also. That's what organize. Only adding different, only removing different. Here, whatever required added, whatever is not required removed. Both are done at a time. That's what Control Shift O, organize. Organize or optimize, you can call. To organize import statements. Control Shift O. Say, suppose here you observe, here many import statements are there. Okay. Suppose here one unnecessary I'll write. Import Jakarta dot solid dot HTTP dot solid dot annotation. Annotation dot star. I'm writing. Okay. Suppose in this program, somewhere I'll create date local date object. Suppose one local date class. Local date LD equal to local date dot now. One method I called. Now here, while calling method automatically imported, local date imported, while creating object, it will come. Suppose I'll create another object. Suppose date D equal to, okay, the date, outdated date, and like SQL date also will be there. Okay, date D equal to new date. If I write, you observe now date class purpose on import required. Whenever you call the method automatically imported, shortcut key also not required because already now method I called. If you create object, it will ask. If return type is there, it will ask. So date object I created for date class util package required. Okay. As well as your additional annotation is there. Now what will happen? See, Control Shift to O. Here it is two date class are there. That's what it will come. SQL package also date is there. Util also date is there. Which one you want? Select, finish. Date package imported. See, but here annotation package removed. You observe. Unnecessary imports removed. Necessary imports added. All will be done. Okay. Now those are removed again. See, removed. Like this. Say alt suppose connection con you declared as an instance variable. You want to as a local variable. You can move. Wherever you want, you can stop. Like this. Connection now, local variable. Okay. So actually connection was what was there? Instance variable. Now instance variable required, you can move. Here. Okay. Like this. Now to move. To move the line of text. To move the line of text. Alt up arrow. And alt down arrow. If you want down, use down. If you want up, use up. First select the text. Select the text. And press to move the line of text. Select the text and press alt up arrow and alt down arrow. Up arrow, upside, down arrow, down. Forward direction, backward direction. Uh, say to write try catch blocks. To write try and catch blocks. Or to write the code inside loops and inside blocks. Not only for try catch, Alt Shift Z. I'll explain. Select the text after that. Select the text and press to write try and catch blocks or to write the code inside loops or inside blocks. Select the text and press Alt Shift Z. Alt Shift Z, many options comes. Then you can choose whatever you want. I'll show you. Is it over? Say, suppose this code, I'll remove try catch blocks here. You observe. This try, I'll remove. This catch, I'll remove. Now, this code, select Alt Shift Z. Say, only try catch, try multi catch, try with resources. This code you can write in do while loop. This code you can write in for loop. This code you can write in if. Like this, many coming observe. Synchronized block, those also coming. But maximum we use for try catch. Okay. So inside blocks, while loop, do while loop, blocks, all those things we can write. Alt Shift Z. Okay. Next, to format the text. Control Shift F. Control Shift F to format the text. Control Shift F. On proper alignment, if you want, you can use. I'll show you. Is it over? Here, you observe what I am doing. One line here, one line here, one line here, one line here. Let us written. You observe. Okay. Now with one key, Control Shift F. Okay. So automatically each and everything formatted in the entire editor. See once again, one line here I written. One line here, one line here. See. Control Shift F. Formatted total text. Okay. Next. One line, if you want to delete, Control D. To delete current line. To delete current line of the text, Control D. To delete current line of the text, Control D. Next. Now, suppose you want to move the cursor to second line. Go to line. Okay. 70. Cursor. Okay. To move the cursor, to a particular line number, Control L and type line number. To move the cursor to a particular line number, Control L and type the line number. And type line number. To generate getters and setters. To generate setters and getters. Alt Shift yes. Alt Shift yes. 1 minute. Alt Shift yes. Then press R. Then select all. Generate. Alt Shift yes. Then press R. Press R. Alt Shift yes. After that R. One more. Constructor. If you write. See parameter constructor initialization. To generate parameter constructor, to initialize. Alt Shift yes. Then press O. So parameter constructor automatically generated. Alt Shift yes. Then press O. To write system.out.println, type sys out, then press Control spacebar. To write system.out.println. Type sys out, then press control space bar. To write main method, or to write main method, type main, then press control space bar. To write for loop, same. To write for loop, type for, then press control space bar. These all space bar, all. Enhanced for loop, to write enhanced for loop, type for each, then press control space bar. Like this, remaining all control space bar, many are there. For loop also, do while loop also, if condition also, else if also. That is code assistant, control space bar for all, majority of commands. To write system.out.println, to write main method, to write for loop, to write enhanced for loop, few concepts I given. Is it over? Say sys out, control space bar. Okay. That is method I didn't write no. Main method. Now system.out.println, because that is in outside you cannot write no. Like this. For loop, iterators also comes. So you can select for each. Okay, like this comes. Even iterator also comes, you observe collection. For, you can select, here list comes, many. You can select. To run, say control F11 to run the application. To run the application, control plus F11. Okay, there are so many. Depends on practicing, you'll get it. One last one shortcut key I'll give. To display shortcut keys list. Shortcut keys list. Control Shift L. If you remember last one enough. Okay. It will display all shortcut keys. You can search, you can practice. To display shortcut keys list. So to display shortcut keys also, shortcut key is there. To display shortcut keys list also, shortcut key. Control Shift L. Say Control Shift L. You observe Control Shift L. Shortcut keys. These many shortcut keys are there. Okay. All not required. This 20 only more than enough. The 20, 23, whatever I given, it is more than enough. Okay, last one enough. Only this one, remember, depends on practicing needed. Many are there. Many options are there. Alt Shift something is there, you see. Yeah. Here, what you can do, even if you don't know also, right click, run as, here shortcut key is, Alt Shift Excel, that is, like that. In a menu bar also, right side you observe. Here, see, Alt Shift W, Control C, Control V, like the shortcut keys here also displayed, no? Without tutor also you can learn. It is not Java, Eclipse. Without any tutor also you can learn yourself. These are nothing. We'll see continuation tomorrow.